Hey guys, John here. I'm going to talk about a couple of glam rock singles I got a while back. Nothing fantastic, but worth talking about. And so it's going to be non-heavy metal stuff, but any heavy metal guys that sub to me, here's a channel I would like to suggest that you sub to. And he just started up not that long ago, and it's Ed Jones with two D's, E-D-D, Jones. But the thing about Ed Jones is he's been watching all our channels for like 5 or 6 years and commenting, and he never posted a video, and now he's starting to put up some videos. Did a couple of 1950s stuff, but he's an old metalhead, the real deal from the 80s, and he just did a fantastic video about metal comps that goes on and on. He's got a lot I don't have, and really good video, but he's a nice guy, and I don't know how to put a link in. I'm sure I could figure it out, but if you just type in metal comp vinyl, he should be the top one up there, but you can figure it out. If you type in Ed Jones, there's like a lot of people with that. But if you just type in metal comp vinyl and check out his channel, if you dig it, sub it. But he's been subbed to a lot. I don't know if he's been subbed, but he's been watching and commenting for many years. So thumbs up to him. So let's see. Before I get into, we'll just listen to Martha Hoople. This is one of the 45s I was going to show. So I have a thrift store near where I work, and it's lousy thrift store, garbage records, overpriced. If anything's semi-good or what the guy thinks is semi-good, he hangs it on the wall for like $25. Get like a bad, beat-up Beatles record or anything like Crosby, Stills and Nash, anything he recognizes he thinks is good. And I go in there every now and then because I'm just drawn to records. Oh, there could be something there, and every time it's the same crap records, not even rock and roll, like just garbage of the garbage. What the thrift store would throw out or the Goodwill would throw out, this is what they have. But they had a little thing of sheet music and some CDs that are just crap too, and books that are, it's just, the whole place is garbage, but it's for a charity, so it's a good thing. But I still have to show up like once every week or a couple of weeks. But anyway, so like a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, I'm just cruising eBay. I like looking at things, and I'm looking up Lon Chaney, the actor, not Lon Chaney Jr., Werewolf, Wolfman, but Lon Chaney Sr. And I'm looking at posters, and there's some original like posters, and like Lon Chaney's as collectible as you get. Original horror guy, 1920s, early 30s. Oh no, whenever he died. 1930, I'm not sure, but anyway, so I'm looking, and everything's overpriced, or reproductions like $50, and I don't collect that stuff. I don't care about it. I just was wasting my time, and somehow I came across sheet music from 1929. I had Lon Chaney's face on from the Laugh Clown Laugh movie, and I said, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, and I saw it. I said, this is kind of underpriced. Like, this is falling in the sheet music, but if it was a movie poster or something not sheet music with his face on it from the 1920s, it would be big money. So anyway, like a couple days go by in the thrift stores, they say, they have sheet music. Let me go check. And they have like this thick of sheet music. Like, it's not much, but I know it was not rock and roll because I once went through it, and it wasn't even like 1940s or 50s pop hits. It was all like 30s garbage with like pictures or drawings of ladies with frilly umbrellas and dresses, and just bad piano music. And maybe there was a Gershwin song or something, but when it's songs I don't even recognize, then it's like basically before records, before recorded music. And anyway, so I go in there to check. I said, I'm only going in to look in that sheet music, and the fourth thing I pick out was Laugh Clown Laugh sheet music from the crazy movie Laugh Clown Laugh with Lon Chaney, and it's from 1929. And I'm thinking, the odds of this, because I never look for sheet music. I don't collect sheet music at all. I never looked for it. I never even knew this exists. And I said, let me go check. The first time I checked, the only time I checked, I found a piece from 1929 with Lon Chaney on it, and it's the sheet music to Laugh Clown Laugh, which is kind of like this perverse piano song where everything's going wrong, but laugh clown laugh, like keep laughing baby. But it's from copyright 1928. I imagine this is 1929, but you're talking what, 91, 90, 92 years ago, a piece of music. I looked it up, and this comes up on eBay a lot after that, so it's like a pretty common piece, but how common could a common piece be from 91 years ago? I mean, I can't go into a record store or a thrift store that has this many records and say, I'm going to get Michael Jackson's Thriller or Dark Side of the Moon or a Bruce Springsteen record. I couldn't, it was just, and I'm not that this is a grail or anything, but I just couldn't believe it. It was almost like I mind read the universe, or the universe mind read me, because I just discovered this piece of sheet music, and 3 days later I had it in my hand, and I only checked one place for it. It's absolutely boggles my mind. But Lon Chaney, I'm not a big movie guy. I've seen tons of movies, you know, old 40s movies or the 50s, juvenile movies, rock and roll movies, you know, horror movies. But I'm not a movie guy. But if I had to say my one favorite actor is Lon Chaney, and that's the DVD I had from, I think it's Laugh Clown Laugh, maybe The Unknown, fantastic movie, young Joan Crawford. But Lon Chaney's one of my absolute favorites. And if you ever want to see one of the greatest movies, The Penalty, all silent films. He only did a couple of talkies. And I had this Old Monsters of Filmland, Famous Monsters of Filmland. This is from 1973. And I don't collect horror stuff. I'm not a horror guy. But just because it had Lon Chaney, and it goes through his, I don't know, I've got to find it now, but it's just a massive article, and this is back when they really, the 60s and the 70s, when they were going back to old Hollywood and stuff, but it's just, he's an amazing guy, did a lot of great films with Todd Browning, and I'd say about like 40% of his movies, or maybe even 60%, are just lost forever, and no one alive at this point probably has seen them, or very few people. So it's pretty amazing. One of the greatest actors, and you know, his missing works, like just gone, lost forever. I can't, like, if you had the Beatles and like, oh, there was like so many other records that were better than the ones you heard, but they're lost forever. I can't even, it's hard to wrap your head around it, that films were lost by Lon Chaney Sr. But anyway, that was like an amazing thing that happened to me. But let's get on. I don't want to make this 10. I wanted to do just real quick. I'm already 7 minutes in about that. But I got some singles. Nothing great, nothing rare. But definitely some interesting music. I got, let's see. I got this great Geordie 45, which I never had this song, Black Cat Woman. And I know people talk about the new AC/DC record, but I'd rather have this song. It's probably better than the last 5 AC/DC records, but that's just me, and I'm sure I'll probably get a lot of hate coming at me for that. But check this out, Black Cat Woman. If I don't get, it's a little dusty. We'll try to do quick needle drops. This is it's got the big hole. I think this is a German press. There's Brian Johnson from AC/DC's third singer there. Great. And I have a few Geordie records and like those reissues from the 80s, cashing in on Brian Johnson's name, but I don't think I've ever heard this song. I got Arrows, Touch Too Much, which I think I had, but not the picture sleeve. We know the Arrows because they wrote I Love Rock and Roll that Joan Jett later covered, and that's on the Rack label. The Rack label, and on the back actually there's a Geordie record. That's one of the few I have. And that would be, I think this is German too. I think I bought them from Germany. I got, this is another one I had, but I didn't have a picture sleeve, which was Sweet, Lies in Your Eyes. Total glam rock, man. So anyway, that's a fantastic score. Lies in Your Eyes, which might be from the Action record. I think this is the last great Sweet single, if I remember. Sorry. And the B-side, Cockroach, is probably the most like Led Zeppelin-esque song. They always put the real, not always, but they tried putting all the heavy originals on the back, written by Connolly, written by the whole band, Andy Scott. But it's a nice picture sleeve. That's German. Let's see what I got. I got this T-Rex, and this I believe is also German. The Groover, but Midnight I don't think I heard. These are non-album tracks, I believe, right? The Groover I probably have on comps. I don't know if I ever heard the song Midnight. Fantastic. Another glam rock stomper, and it's got some little like freakish lead guitar behind it. I'll give it's a killer track. A little staticky, but pretty heavy if I remember. And good background singers, all that. And there's T-Rex. This is Think Zinc and Liquid Gang, and I think this is off the Zinc Alloy record. I know these tracks. 1974. Yeah, actually, it's got the picture. Zinc Alloy and the Alloy and the Hidden Riders of Tomorrow. Oh, maybe the Think Zinc song isn't on there. I don't know, but there's the back. Young Mark Bolan, pretty cool. That's a great B-side. I think that's the B-side. And then I got a good record on the Magnet label, which is Alvin Stardust. It's listed as a company sleeve. It's listed as Alvin's Heartbeats. And Alvin Stardust, his hit was, or at least the only hit I know, was My Cuckoo, dressed in all black leather and his glove, like a glam rock Gene Vincent. This is real stomping glam one. Goes on, part one, part two, kind of like a Gary Glitter kind of thing, but it's got some slide guitar like Fog had in here. I don't know if it's on the part one or part two on the B-side. Real bass heavy. I don't have the bass cranked, but kind of simple song. It's got the fuzz, it's got the stomp. It's got the background vocals, total 70s glam rock that I love. And I never heard this song. Hand claps, got everything you need for the glam rock song. Gary Glitter. I was looking through my old sheet music. I found this old poster from England. This was for a young person's rail card, and you got Gary Glitter crying. I think that's kind of hysterical. Probably early '90s. Maybe the B-side had this massive slide solo on it. It's just basically the... Gets more, I can hear a little fog hat in there. Here's Shabby Tiger. I bought this on a whim, unheard. Slow Down, not the Larry Williams song. It's alright, this is more... I dig this stuff. This is more like Bay City Rollers, soft pop glam. So, I mean, it's not my thing, but... and that's on Polydor, which is probably a German press. The back cover's the same. But anyway, this is a good one from Alvin Stardust, Shane Fenton, and I picked this one up as a whim, and this is a winner. This is the Disco Kid, and I should play both sides. What did I do with the? Maybe I'll play no sides. I need my adapter. It's kind of got a heavy groove. Wonderfully produced and mastered record. It's just all these instruments. It almost sounds like a 1950s 45 or, well, in stereo. So it sounds like a Phase 4 record, but like with the compression of 1950s rock and roll. And I first put it on, a little disappointed. It's instrumental. It's got a good glam groove. And I start hearing Dwayne Eddy guitars in it. And the B-sides, way more 1950s mixed with a 70s glam rhythm section. Totally unknown band, to me, the Disco Kid, Roller Coaster. Instrumentals, I just figured Roller Coaster would be a good glam stomper. We got, looks like Mud and Susie Quattro and Cicero Park, which I don't know, I've only heard the name. It's that guitar. But anyway, the B-side is called, that was Roller Coaster. The B-side is called Guitared and Feathered. And that's killer. It's got the stomp, but it's got a great Dwayne Eddy twang guitar going throughout, and then saxophones like Wild Weekend or a Dwayne Eddy song. This is fantastic sounding. That was the Montehupo I played earlier. Nope, not rare, but I don't have these picture sleeves. You just don't see these in America. And I saw the last Montehupo reunion tour, or whatever, Mont 73, last year, I guess, or probably 2 years ago. Who knows how long ago? But that was pretty cool. Great if I had a dance party, man. Some sheet music I dug up. I was looking through things. Tex Ritter, bunch of hits. Capitol Records. Gene Vincent, which I think this is a repro. I can't remember where I got that. This is original. I Walk the Line. Little haggard, but either way, I mean, that's Man in Black. Nice Bob Wills promo photo. That's almost life size. And I had this old. This is fantastic. 1950 hillbilly western songs like Jimmy Rogers and Bill Monroe. It's just a nice book of early hillbilly songs. But anyway, that's fantastic. I'd say that's 1974, 1975 on the Rack label. The last one I'm going to play is the Trogs, Quasi Glam, because it's 1980. They did have a glam rock record, which I maybe showed in another video. And also I have a whole box of Glam Rock 45s, you know, British, European, maybe a couple of American, but from the 70s Glam Rock. And I showed that in video a few years ago. We kind of went through and dropped some. So if you're interested in that, it's great era, you know, 72 to 75, maybe a little before, a little after. But this is the Trogs in 1980, and it's a little punkish. Glamish too. Reminds me of Rosetta Stone a little, with the swirling sounds. Yeah, we're listening to B-side, Fast Train. This is great too. Don't ever count the Trogs out, man. 21 minutes, man. I thought this would be a 7-minute video. This is killer, man. No one told me about this. Turn off now. Now I'm just jamming. Maybe I'll flip it.
Then it hit me. Slap, bang. Between the eyes. Slap, bang. She tried to tell me how was I to know.
Killer track. All right, cheers, everyone.